Glovebox Live's Nick John interviews Oxfordshire musician Sam Martin.
I lost myself today. Between the life we made and our sort of fate divide.
Welcome to everybody at Glovebox. We're backstage again at the Jericho Tavern, and I'm with singer-songwriter Sam Martin. Hi Sam, welcome.
Hello, thank you very much for having me.
Is that a correct description?
Yeah, singer-songwriter's perfect. Yeah, that's ideal.
I see one man in the guitar, and
that's singer-songwriter. No, definitely, no. Thank you.
What are your influences? Who did you?
Everything I grew up with and everything I listen to now. I mean, vocally, people like Jeff Buckley and Neil Young, Nick Drake, all that really great, like sort of really sensitive acoustic stuff, and then from a guitar player.
That sounds like you had an older brother with
a
great record collection,
and a dad with a great musical taste, and again, siblings with a great music collection, and I really just learned from that. That's how my sort of earliest stage of playing, was just listening to my dad's records and just thinking, I want that. I'm gonna be, I want some of that. So that was it. That was the first sort of.
So did you write your own material sort of early part of the process, or were you playing covers first?
I did a lot of covers. So when I was sort of just getting into later school, I started playing in like pubs and stuff, and sort of combining covers and then trying to write some songs of my own, which was really fun. And it's one of those things where you kind of hope people ask you to come back and play again, and then that carried on and on. I played more pubs and bars and clubs and things, did a mixture of covers, and then I started to release my own music independently, and that's really been it. And then I've been working with a couple of different labels and studios, just recording EPs for the last 3 years, and it's just sort of snowballed. It's great, but yeah, my music influences everywhere. I think everything, even like bands like Tonight, like Last Dinosaur, bands like that sort of feel. I just everything. I think you're a sponge to everything you listen to. You exude in some way, and you just gain inspiration as you go. But yeah, a lot of different stuff. It's very eclectic. My dad's record collection has played a big part in the music I listen to now, and the music I still listen to. So yeah, it's been good.
How difficult is it? I mean, I'm from a different era, so I suspect there were different problems and things now. And I look at things now and think, if we'd had the internet, we'd had this, what we could have done with it. But of course, everybody can.
It's so accessible. It's so accessible.
How does that impact upon what you do, and when you think about, like you saying, releasing a single? My day, that's a piece of 7-inch vinyl.
Absolutely,
it
was a very material
things online and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you said, it was such a tangible thing back then. The thought of having. I mean, Dad's got thousands of old singles that you queued up for hours to get to. That was the thing. That was the thing to have. Now I think the accessibility of just having iTunes, downloading a single. I mean, we were saying earlier on, it was such a big part of just culture and music, having a physical copy of a CD, and I still do that. I still have physical copies of things, but I think the accessibility of music means that anyone can listen to it, which is amazing. I think that the fact that there are people in Australia and Brazil that have bought our EPs and thought, I'll give this guy a listen. I think still, and I know I grew up with that technology.
That's kind of mind-boggling.
It's mind-blowing, and I still wake up and think, because you can see your stats online and stuff, and my manager texts me, and it's just incredible. It's so humbling. That's the biggest thing. From me just playing in my room, and then doing tours with bands that I love, bands that I listen to, and think, wouldn't it be great to go and play with them and support them? And now I am doing that while also releasing my own music. It's incredible, and I'm so grateful for the upbringing I had for musically, just listening to Dad's music, and because he's absolutely the same. He's from the same generation where you bought a single and then you bought the album, and it was a physical thing. But I think it's given us more tools now. There are more ways, there are more access points into music for everyone, which is great. But yeah.
And I hardly held your name between the dark and pain.
Do you do home recordings, or do you record in studio locally?
A bit of both, actually. Yeah, there's a studio in London we use called The Silo, which is where the album is happening. I'm sort of working towards an album that's going to come out later this year. First full-length thing, which is really exciting. It's a bit scary, but it's it's good nerves. It's good kind of excited, scary.
It's another chapter.
It's
isn't it?
another
or another benchmark.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
It's
you're
another
reaching for.
Yeah, completely. It is another benchmark, and it's another. I mean, it's so exciting. It's my first full-length thing that's out in the world, and I've done 4 studio EPs now. Some of them were recorded at home, like bits of it, and then I sort of spliced things together from the studio and recording at home, because I love all that stuff. I love just sitting with a guitar, recording a song, then taking it to a studio and trying to make, sort of get a band in and make something of it, and that's what I've been doing recently, which is really fun. But it's coming slowly.
Is that something you like to do, to take a song that you've written, say acoustically or something you've written that you would perform solo, but then taking it and making a band arrangement out of it?
Absolutely. That's the best fun, because you're sort of writing it from your own perspective, and you've got your own thoughts and the way you wrote it, and then you take it to a group of people, and it can completely change. But in a really great way. It can to sort of bandify, if that's a word. I've just made up a word. If you bandify a song,
it's no worse than Spotify.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Spotify's made up. We've just coined a new word there. That's brilliant. Yeah, just taking a slow solo acoustic song and then stripping it back and thinking, right, let's make this a band song, which is the path I want to go down now. Like you said, it's a new chapter, so I've sort of strayed more away from just playing on my own, like slow acoustic stuff, and I've introduced more band elements, more different textures, if you want, to the music, which has been really, really interesting.
Plus, it allows you to become a megalomaniac.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can tell the bass player, I did not tell you to play that.
It's great. It's brilliant, and the people I record with, we're best friends, and there are a few things you can do in the world, because I work with my best friends every day, and it's great. And we're so on the same wavelength, and if anything, it's never. If something's not right, we can talk about it and we can change it. But if something's great and we know it's going really well, we can tap into that and follow it, and that's the rewarding thing. I love playing music, and it really is as simple as that. Everything else is secondary. All the PR stuff, everything else that's a byproduct of just loving music, I think, and this is why I do it. I love music.
You were talking earlier on. We were lamenting the open mic situation sometimes, which can be good and bad, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah.
But how do you go about now getting your gigs and things like that? Is it difficult to find? I mean, there's a lot of places to play. There's a lot of people playing.
Absolutely,
so is it difficult to get gigs?
Oh, for sure. I mean, cities, especially, there's like I said, there's a lot of places to play, but then times those places by the amount of people that want to play them, and suddenly you're getting into like the hundreds of, especially in places like London, and I live just outside of Oxford, so my closest good, obviously there's Oxford, and then there's you've got London, Birmingham. There's so many great venues there. Bristol, which is amazing. Yeah, my brother lived in Bristol, and he loves the place, and it's a great scene in all those places. But like you said, it's easier now because I've obviously built up a following of people. So word spreads, and then you get in touch with promoters, and it's like how we met. You just click with people. Which is what I love about this industry. You make friends, new incredible friends, so quickly. Whether it's a tech or a promoter, PR guy, the guy on the door, you just make connections, and that's what I love about this industry. Everything else you can just if there's something's bothering you, you have a great night like tonight, you just get a really good feeling about it, and that that's why I do it. I love it. But I think it's become easier now, because as I release stuff and as word spreads, I can get in touch with venues and say, I'd love to play, and send them music, and then they'll either say yes or they'll say no, and we can do it another time. And it hasn't really changed a great deal, to be honest, from when I first started playing in pubs. The reason things get not diluted, but I think because there are so many venues offering live music, it's often hard to get to a venue where people are just there for the music. So I think we started on this, 3 guys just having dinner, and then an amazing singer playing. And I've been to so many places, especially in London, where there's an incredible artist just singing their heart out to an empty room, and I sit and I'm perplexed, and I'm just completely captivated by it. And you sort of look around, and you wish everyone else was feeling the same thing, but it's incredible, because that person is so passionate about it. They're going to be in the situation where there are going to be hundreds of thousands of people queuing to see them. So that's really special to see people. I mean, there've been a couple of people, friends of mine, that are now they're making a name for themselves. Before they were playing in like a little coffee shop, and it's just the snowball effect. It just big fish get the little fish, and it just goes up and up, and it's just that progression. So, yeah.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing you tonight.
Oh, I can't wait to play. I really
should be a
can't
really
wait.
good gig.
It's going to be a great night. I'm really excited.
And thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you very much.
That was a broadcast production for gloveboxlive.uk.